We build and support websites for hundreds of local service companies. And one question we always get is, do I need dedicated location pages? And it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a plumber, a local trade, if you're servicing people in your local area, the answer is 100% you need local location pages. And the reason is that 46% of all Google searches have local intent. And of all those searches, the people that search locally, something like 90% of them end up visiting a business within 24 hours. So it's really warm traffic and people to get in front of. And in this video, I want to talk about the 4 things to get right on these location pages to make sure that you're showing up in front of competitors in your local market. So when Google indexes or AI models cite a website, normally they're not actually citing the website or the brand, they're actually citing a web page. And a website is just a collection of web pages. And if someone searches North Sydney Doctor, Google and AI models, they want to serve a specific page that talks about North Sydney Doctor, not necessarily a website that's got North Sydney Doctor on it. And one of the biggest mistakes that business owners and marketing leaders we work with can make is they have a single areas we serve page, which might have a map and a list of suburbs on it. But to Google or to those AI models, it's just a list of text. It has no depth of why that page should be put in front of those local searches. So if you want to rank, for example, let's say in plumber for Bondi, you need a page that explicitly talks about plumbing in Bondi, not just a general page that happens to mention Bondi. So in creating these location-specific pages, there's 4 things to really get right to make sure that these are ranking well and showing up in those local searches. The first one is to ensure you have the right URL structure, the right taxonomy. Because if you have something like yourwebsite.com/category/North Bondi, Google AI is not going to know what you're talking about. So it needs to be yourwebsite.com/locations/North Sydney. Because then Google and AI know, hey, this is about the locations they serve and this is what they're doing. Now, the second thing to get right is to actually localize the content. So some SEO agencies will create a page and they'll just switch out the H1 or the hero text on the fold. Now, Google sees past that and they're called doorway pages and Google doesn't like them. What you really need is unique and local content. Now, for an example of this, check out our Wolf IQ location pages, for example, Web Design North Sydney, where we talk about specific challenges and opportunities that businesses in North Sydney have in regards to web design. And we also have the businesses in North Sydney that we serve and quotes from those North Sydney businesses on that page. Where if you go to our Parramatta web design page, you'll see we talk about the opportunities and challenges that Parramatta businesses have. And we have businesses in Parramatta, we have quotes of companies and people from Parramatta. Now, we've done this because we know it works. But if you're, let's say, a plumber working in suburbs and neighborhoods with older homes, then to talk about the common challenges that the people have in those older homes, whether it's cast iron pipes or whatever. I'm talking out of my pay grade here. But you get the picture. You want to talk about specific challenges that those people in that specific area have. Now, the third thing to get right is to embed local trust signals. Now, I mentioned this earlier, where if you can have businesses or quotes or testimonials from people in that suburb, Google and AI are going to recognize that, hey, this business is not just talking the walk, they're actually walking the talk, and they've got people talking about that local area. And it might just be quotes, it could be embedding a Google map, it could be talking about other things you do in that area, maybe it's sponsoring local events, whatever it is. But you're showing Google and AI that you're legit in that area. Now, the 4th thing to get right, and this is the final thing, is to make sure you've got local business schema on those pages. Now, I covered another video that talks about this, which is the schema markup file. Now, you'll have one for your website. You can also have ones for your dedicated location pages that mark it up specifically for translating your local business operations in that service area. Now, why that's important is even though people won't see these schema files, AI models do. And that's what AI models read in recommending that page or that website to put in front of nuances. So those are the 4 things to get right. And if you do them well, you're going to give yourself the best chance of showing up in those local searches. Okay, thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.